This promo company we've been working with used to barely get any new business. Their salespeople only worked existing accounts and their revenue was slowly declining. But fast forward to today, in just 4 days, they managed to generate 34 qualified leads with cold email. And we're not talking mom and pop shops, we're talking estimated $500 million level enterprise companies that can spend hundreds of thousands on promo. And in this video, I'm going to show you the exact cold email system they use, including the messaging, the lists, the tools, the automation, all that good stuff. And the best part is the system runs without them lifting a finger, not even 1 hour of work per day. All right, so I'm going to break down the whole case study here in 3 simple pillars. So the first one was, how did we find the right prospects? We didn't want to reach out to any company who just might need merch. We wanted to find companies who needed branded merch now. So we kind of researched for buying signals. So a good buying signal is publicly available information that a company would have to need promotional products, because I can't just go inside of their, Slack channel and ask if they need it. I need to find something publicly. So the biggest signal we found was if they have upcoming conferences or events. Because if a company has an event coming up, they're likely to be spending on promo, especially in the next 30 to 60 days. And the key is, if we reached out with a good idea, they wouldn't have time to price shop or commoditize the client that we're reaching out on behalf of, because they need to order now. And so we found that upcoming trade shows is a perfect signal. And then, because it's going to be available on their website or their LinkedIn announcements or whatever, it's just very public. And then we did some more research just to find industries that we can reach out to that run a lot of events and, spend big on them. And tech companies stood out. We built a prospect list of tech companies and then filtered for enterprise level accounts. So maybe 500, 2,000, 5,000 employees, around that range, just so we're reaching prospects with higher budgets. Then we ran an AI agent across the entire list to find companies who have the upcoming events, like I said, because that's how you do it at scale. And then once we had that further, we would then get the contact details. So we wanted to get the contact details of not just the companies, because you can't do that. You need contacts. So we identified the event directors who are most likely responsible for all of those events at those companies. And then we enriched their contact data and validated their emails, so that now we're only reaching out to basically decision makers who are likely to make a purchase decision once we reach out and potentially book them in with our client. So step 2 is, or pillar 2 is, setting up the email infrastructure. So how we reached out to this prospect list is we set up an infrastructure to send thousands of automated emails at scale. And how we did this is we didn't want to burn their domains. So we set up lookalike domains to their domain. And then we got brand new, fresh Google inboxes, and we connected all of them to an automation tool called Smartly that would send these emails automated at scale. And then once we had the infrastructure, now we have a way to reach out to these prospects and get a bunch of leads. We said stuff in the email that is actually interesting. So a big part of it is the messaging. And so how we did this was probably the number one determinant factor of our success, is the messaging we used. We didn't want to just offer branded generic merch like, hey, do you want my catalog for your event or whatever? We didn't want to be a commodity. And so we wanted to show that we're a strategist and we can help them grow their brand. We're not just a promo vendor. So we knew we needed to give them a specific idea and tie it to a use case. So for the idea, we found a trending product and offered to create it for them in bulk in the email. Basically, I can't say what it is for competitive reasons, but for the use case, we then looked at why tech companies run events. And we found that they do this to get their brand out there and book more demos. So in the email, we included an idea for how they could use this trending product to book more demos for their event, which is perfect. And then on top of that, we personalized every email by calling out their specific event name, for the most part, as a custom variable. So this basically made our outreach feel like we did the research and we're reaching out more personally than, automated, whatever. And for the actual email, this is more of a template. This is not the one we use, but it's just to give you an idea. It's very straight to the point. Hey, Dave, we can produce 100 product and ship them to your event at booth, so that you can give them away in exchange for demos. So making it super simple for them to understand and be attracted to it. And there's obviously a CTA after that you need to include. So across this campaign and a similar one that we ran, we got 34 qualified leads in just 4 days. And this included companies like owner.com, neighbor.com, and a company that makes an estimated, I think, like 200 to 500 million a year, something like that. And this is all from cold email. So if you want us to build you a similar system like this, and you're a print and promo company or a promo company, we can basically do this entire thing for you, plus qualify the leads once we get positive replies to the emails, and then put the meetings directly on your calendar if they're a good fit to work with you. So that you can get more higher paying clients that can spend tens of thousands consistently with pretty minimal effort on your side. So you can book a call below and we'll discuss your outbound strategy. Subscribe and take care. Peace. Hope you found this valuable.